All right, let's get to it. Couple movies out for you to see this week, and Mix 106 movie critic Willie Waffle sees those movies for you in case they're really bad. That way you don't spend your money on them. Our movies include one that I haven't seen. Or heard a lot of. It's called Dope. And then the other one I've done nothing but see everywhere, and your kids have probably seen it too, Inside Out.
You love your father, right?
Yes.
You want him to be happy this weekend, right?
Yes.
You want him to go see a movie that will also make you happy, right?
Well, of course I do.
Well, then, how about a little animated film called Inside Out?
So this is the first movie in a while that you can actually take the entire family to and enjoy it, unless, of course, you count Mad Max. Is it the thing that I want to know about a movie like this is, do you think that it's a movie that kids and parents are going to be able to love equally?
Well, yes, I do. I think that, and I think it's because Inside Out is about as close to perfect as any movie can get. You might even forgive Disney for Tomorrowland after seeing this movie.
Wow, there's a lot of pressure that comes with the word perfect when you're talking about a movie. You just said it's about as perfect a movie as you can get.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you're seeing the emotions within an 11-year-old girl's head come to life in the adventure that they're on. So you've got Amy Poehler as joy, Phyllis Smith from The Office as sadness, Bill Hader as fear, Mindy Kaling as disgust, and Louis Black, of course, is anger.
I love Louis Black.
I do too. And when joy and sadness get accidentally sucked into long-term memory, they have to make a trip throughout the mind to get back to headquarters because, well, all the other emotions are kind of screwing up. It's so amazing because kids are going to like the silly little gags. They're going to like the adventure, but everyone's going to love just how imaginative and creative it all is. Every single voice actor seems perfectly made for that role. Like, I can't imagine anybody but Louis Black being anger. I can't imagine anybody but Amy Poehler being kind of that pixie, sprightly joy with all that happiness. And Phyllis from The Office as sadness is just perfection because she makes sadness almost the little sneaky underdog character, the one you're kind of rooting for because she tries so hard to do the right thing, even though it's always wrong.
So this literally, the whole movie takes place in this little girl's head.
Yeah, well, and we see kind of the effect that the emotions are having on her and the actions that she's taking in her life. And that's kind of another part of the movie that does blow you away, is seeing how things are changing, things are becoming more complex, and you're seeing the different shades of what's right and what's wrong, and you're seeing that not only with her and the things that she's encountering, but the emotions are starting to learn that as well. And that's what I think adults are really going to be blown away by, just the depth of the movie, how it's so nuanced in all the really big things.
Very cool. I love movies like this that, you can, like I said, your kids are sitting there and loving it, and you're going and laughing and loving it also. So what do you give it?
We're going 4 waffles.
Wow. It's been a while since you've given a 4.
It's been a really long time. But this one earns it, man. This is the one you really want to go see. Oh,
wow. That is a big endorsement. All right. And the other movie I haven't seen or heard much about, Dope.
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller movie. It's actually a surprise that it's getting a nationwide release. It was originally just supposed to be kind of a limited thing, but it's so darn charming they decided to go for it. And that's the amazing part of the film is just, how you just fall in love with these characters. And they're led by Malcolm, played by Shameik Moore. And he's this, he's this geeky kid from the wrong part of Los Angeles. He loves 90s hip-hop. He dresses the part. He and his friends are the outcasts in their school, but he's super smart, and he's trying to get into Harvard. And along the way, a big local drug dealer wants him to do a favor, and it's going to just throw off his whole world. And it sets him off on this crazy, outlandish kind of Ferris Bueller-type adventure. And he is so dynamic, this Shameik Moore. He's so charming. He's so likable. He is the kid next door that you always hope will grow up next door to you. And that's what I think really drives the movie and makes you like it so much. It's super funny. It's rated R, so it's not for everybody. But I'm going to say 3 waffles for Dope.
Wow. And you don't very often hear ever where somebody does a favor for a drug guy in any movies, Law and Order,
and
I don't care
well.
what it is.
Yeah.
Nothing ever good happens with that.
No, it never does. But, as we see in the movie, this kid, he feels like it's an offer he can't refuse.
Wow. I was not holding out a lot of high hope for this week's movie, and the fact that there are 7 waffles between 2 movies is pretty darn amazing.
It may never get this good again.
All right. Next week, as we get closer to the 4th of July weekend and the big releases, what do we got?
How about Ted 2, our favorite foul-mouthed teddy bear, is back.
I can't wait, which means it's probably not going to be very good.
Don't get your hopes up too high.
I know. That's what happens. It's like this week, not expecting a whole lot. Bam!
Right.
Huge movies. Next week, can't wait to see Ted 2.
That's right. If you keep your expectations low, you can never be disappointed.
This is true. My wife has taught me that.
Yeah. Oh.
No, not my expectations low. Her expectations low.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. We'll talk to you next week, Willie.
All right. Talk to you then.